Hey there, mamas! You are listening to Release Your Inner Power podcast, where we talk about having both me time and being the best mom, sharing stories, encouragement, and tips for taking the steps to release that inner power and that mom guilt. I'm your host, Shauna B. Here we go. One quick thing before we get started. I will be doing a drawing for a fun gift each month. Here are 3 ways to enter. You can email me to share your juicy takeaways, topic ideas you want to hear, or share a story. Share this podcast on social media and tag me with what episode you listened to and what you learned or loved about it. And if you leave a review, you will get 2 entries into the drawing. I will announce the winner the last week of each month. Okay, let's get started. Welcome back to Release Your Inner Power podcast. I'm going to take a couple minutes and just chat a little bit about what is going on in January and what I've got going on this year, and maybe how to plan that out and just walk you through it. And maybe you can take some tidbits on how to plan your year or how you do yours to really live your 2024. So first off, I want to say that this month has already been amazing. I've met amazing new people, amazing new women, and I cannot wait to share with you guys all of the featured mamas and what they have and how they help people and who they are and their worlds. And some of them are really good topics. Some of them are fun topics. I just can't wait to share. So more featured moms to come on Release Your Inner Power podcast. If you want to be a guest on this podcast or you have a story that you would like to share, please reach out to me and email me, shauna@igniteddecisions.com. I would love to chat with you and see if you can be on the show. At the end of this month, I'm also doing a workshop. It's called Reclaim Hers, where we really get down to the nitty gritty. Remember, set some goals and steps to get you going for this year. Head over to my website, www.igniteddecisions.com. If you want to check out the information and register on that, that will be happening soon. It's the last week. I do believe it's the 26th. If you want to get in on that registration. And I am starting a new membership group each month that is help with connection and support and getting some mini coaching to really help you get to the next step. Sometimes it's hard when you don't have a village and you don't have, help and support and accountability to help you get to your next goal, to help you, meal plan, or to help you start that new job, or to help you make the hard decision or change a habit or what have you. And I'm starting 2 groups for that at the end of this month. If you're interested, please reach out to me. I can't wait. Spots are limited. I'm going to make them smaller groups so we can meet twice a month and really get a bang for your buck. So I'm really hoping that we can get this group totally full, because the more the merrier. So reach out to me if you're interested in that. Now, how to plan for 2024. So how I do it is I have some trips and goals and things that I want to do no matter what. So how I do is my no matter what's that I want to do for the year. I have those written down. I also have a section of what I call brain dumping, where what are the goals I want to do? What are the things I want to change? What are the ideas that I have of things that I want? And I brain dump those all on a sheet of paper. Different areas of my life. It could be financially, I want to pay off a credit card, that could be one. Or physically, I want to work out this many times a week, but this is the type of workout I want to do. Or I want to have more mindfulness and I want to meditate more. Or, I want to go on walks more during the week. Or eating better. Okay, I want to meal plan. I want to, eat less sugar and eat more vegetables, things like that. I just dump it all out on a piece of paper. And then the things that are non-negotiable, like the ones that I really want to have or that I really want to do this year that I love doing, is I have a thing called Cousins Weekend that we do every year, and I try to plan that. That's in August, so I know that that's happening in August. So I will take out a fresh new piece of paper and I will have all of the months out in front of me, and I'm like, okay, Cousins Weekend is in August. I have camping trips that I want to do in July. Usually I do 2 and I do 1 in August. So there's July and August. Maybe I'll stretch it to June. So I'll put camping ? I will also do, working out. So, and getting ready and training for certain hikes. If I'm going to Summit St. Helens this year, I know that will be in May. So I need to start doing hikes each month, and how many that I need to do. I will put those in those months leading up to actually summiting Helens in May. If it's get-togethers with your girls, like doing a girls' weekend. I am celebrating my birthday out of state this year, which I'm super excited about. I try to do it every other year as a celebration to me. And I will plan that ahead of time of I know that's going to be in February, so I'm going to be doing that in February and where I'm going to go. Obviously, I've planned a little bit more ahead of time. It's not just in January, but I put that on my sheet. And then I have fun things that I meet with my kids about. What do you want to do? What do you want to do this year? Like last year, they were like, oh, let's go to the selfie museum and let's go to Great Wolf Lodge and let's, do Cousins Weekend and do camping. So I know that those things are on their list and I put them in there too. I'm like, okay, selfie museum. March looks pretty slim about doing anything. So I'm not overdoing it for myself. So I put that in March. Selfie museum, check. Okay, Great Wolf Lodge. When could that? Maybe I'll do that in the fall, because when it's spring and summer, I don't want to do an indoor activity. So maybe I'll do that more in the fall. So October. Okay, got that down. And then, if I have anything else, I kind of will plug it in the list of the ones that I absolutely want to do this year. And then I have those dates set for me, right? As far as my year plan of checking off the things that I really want to accomplish this year. And then breaking some of those things down, like paying off a credit card, which I feel like paying off a bill or paying off a credit card is something that's on everybody's list, but then breaking it down and really figuring out how can I do that. So then when you break it down more monthly, you can do it weekly, you can do it monthly, you can do it daily, however you have to do it in order to get to that goal, to make it into smaller steps, right? So for me, I get paid twice a month. If I want to pay off a credit card or I want to pay off a certain amount by the end of this year, I divide that up between my paychecks from now until the end of the year and see how much I need to be putting away for that credit card in order to get to that goal. And then I just do that, right? I just do it. If I set up the plan and then I just do that, what can I do from where I am, right? Okay, well, let's say I'll just throw out numbers here. For example, I can do $50 a paycheck, or I can do $20 a paycheck. Okay, great. We'll add it up for over a year. That's a chunk of money down on there. And it was way more than it was if I didn't plan it out. You see what I'm saying? That's one way. Or working out. Okay, well, I schedule my workouts in my day because when I find that when I schedule them, they actually happen. If I make the time for them, they actually happen. If I'm like, oh, I have to work out today, but I don't really put it when I'm going to do it, I will always find there will always be, I don't want to say I will always find, it always seems to be that there's always something else that comes up, whether it's, something with the kids or something with me or something with work or something with whatever, or this chore or whatever that I have to do. If I don't have the time set aside, then it's easier for me to just skate by that versus me actually showing up for myself, right? So I try to put that in during the week. What days do I want to do it? But I give myself grace because things do happen because, it's life. And I will move it. I can move it once, maybe twice if it's an emergency, but I can move it once. And then I just need to do, right? When you break it down into little steps, when you have it somewhat planned ahead, you don't have to be rigid with it. You can be in flow with it if you want to. You can shimmy it around and give yourself grace to move it 1 to 2 times. But then it's like keeping a promise with yourself, right? I need to do this by this, and I've already moved it twice, so that's no more moving, right? Another way you can help accomplish your goals is and accomplish this plan after breaking it down is, really like being okay with change, being okay with how that's going to go, ready to get started, right? And kind of creating a village around you or support system around you of being able to accomplish that, whether it's with people, whether it's with visuals, whether it's with, encouraging statements that you look at or something that's going to remind you of what you're trying to change, because it's going to be work in the beginning because you're changing things or because you're working towards something, right? And then making sure that you And then making sure, that you keep that promise to yourself, that you really promise yourself that this is what I'm going to do because because of your end goal, right? You want to have that much more paid off on your credit card. You want to make all these memories with your family and your kids. You want to do these fun things. You want to take that girls trip. You want to take that vacation, or you want to just change the way that you're eating or change the way that you're working out. All of those things can happen when you make time for them, right? You make time for so many things in your life, whether it's the routines, the to-dos, the chores, the going to work, all of that. And those things happen, right? So how can we put more of what we want in our life? By making the time, by having a, plan, if you will, ahead of time of yes, this will be accomplished at this time. And then giving yourself grace to move through that and change it, right? So make a plan, break it down into baby steps, surround yourself with a village of support, however you do that, whether it's with other people or yourself, and then prioritize you. This is how I usually get through it. And then a lot of journaling to get out what I want to do and how I want to change things and how I'm feeling about it. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to share what you guys got going on. Share the goals so we can see what kind of wins and baby steps that we got going on. Join my Facebook group and share in there of what you got planned ahead, what you want to accomplish, and the baby steps to get there. It'd be super fun to cheer each other on and encouragement in what is to come for 2024. I can't wait to see what this year will bring. Woo, can you believe it's the end of the month already? So guess what? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's time to announce the winner for the drawing each month. The winner for this month is Megs Crawford. Megs Crawford. Email me, girl, so you can get your prize. I just want to say thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, learned something new, or got a juicy takeaway that will bring in that heck yeah back into your life. I release a new episode each week, so make sure to subscribe. If you love the show, want to share a story, comment below. If you know someone that would love or need this episode, be sure to share it with them. I'm sure they would love you for it. Tag me and find me on social media at Ignited Decisions on Instagram and Shauna with Ignited Decisions on Facebook. I would love to know what episode you listened to and how it helped you, as well as connect on social. Okay, mamas, claim your time and release your inner power.